If you get into a playoff series with LeBron, if you're prepping to play LeBron, you're certainly fearful of who he is as a player. Physically, I took a charge on LeBron my 5th year in Orlando. I caught his spin move perfectly. I ended up with 11 stitches under my eye.
I'm LeBron James from Akron, Ohio, from the inner city. I'm not even supposed to be here.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. Simple.
LeBron James is one of the best players in the whole world for about 15 years now. He has been dominating basketball since his days in high school. What makes him so good? What do you think? People will tell you that he invests millions of dollars in his body every year. He works hard. He has godly genetics and talent. Is this the reason LeBron is so good? Or there are things we don't know about him? In this video, I will show you the shady stuff LeBron has done in his career in front of all of us that we all ignored. First of all, let's put the harmless stuff out of the way. This is really important to talk about because this stuff shows LeBron's insecurity and how he wants us to perceive him. This guy lies for fucking no reason. He just wants all of us to think that he's a perfect human being that makes no mistake, so his godly image is maintained. This way, all his shady stuff is hidden from us. I'll show you some examples of LeBron lying for no reason at all.
And he used to say, put yourself in situations where you're not comfortable.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite saying.
He already knew he was about to say that.
It is a question not related to the game, but since it has been a lot of publicity yesterday and today about Godfather Part 2, which is the scene or the moment or the phrase or the quote you like more from the movie?
Oh, from The Godfather. It's too many different phrases and too many different lines in that movie to just categorize one.
But which is the one which inspires you, represents you more?
I mean, each movie is 9 hours long. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, there's so many. I don't know, I'll let you pick one and I'll roll with it. It's a great...
This guy doesn't have the power to admit, like he doesn't have the courage to say, I haven't watched The Godfather, I'm sorry.
The autobiography of Malcolm X along with Alex Haley. I don't know how far you are into the book, but what's your biggest takeaway so far?
I kind of just started a couple days ago, but I've read and a lot of notes over the years. This is my first time actually reading this from start to finish. But just a very smart man. And basically, his words in the 60s and what was going on is actually what's going on today still.
And you know he's lying by saying, just say it, man. You make mistakes, you're a human being. Just say it. This is like when we go to our class presentations and our teacher is asking us questions and we don't know what to say. LeBron is looking like that, man. It's so funny, so funny.
I seen the whole game. I was at home watching the game, and you know, I said he was going to, before the game even started, when I seen, I said he was probably going to score 70 tonight. I don't know what made me say that, and my friends was with me, and they was like, okay. So when he got to like 70, I was like, well, he might as well go for 80 now. So, I mean, I'm a fan of the game.
Man, some godly power told LeBron that today Kobe's going to drop 70, and he told his friends, like, he already knew it. LeBron is he can talk to God, man. He's Jesus Christ. This stuff is still okay and really funny also. But the thing that I'm about to show you will blow your mind. Everybody who has played with LeBron have a huge complaint with him.
I played with Bron and you know, we were under a lot of scrutiny as well in Cleveland, and we had great expectations, and people were saying, you know, finals or championship or bust. So with that, yeah, every little misstep, or you lose 3 in a row, or you're hovering around 500, it's just, a dozen different storylines. It's a soap opera. People always got to have stuff to talk about, 24/7, 365 media presence and different storylines. If not, it's, you're not going to get your ratings. People aren't going to watch the show. I mean, it's just a fact.
When you play with LeBron, you have big expectations. Every LeBron teammate is hated the most when the team fails, and the players get mentally affected. The team with LeBron is really toxic. Just see Russell Westbrook with the Lakers. That man wasn't getting a break. His family was targeted and he was the most hated player on the planet. You have all seen the memes of late GM and all. But just imagine what the players would feel. You just get traded in an instant because LeBron didn't like you.
This tear shot 70% during those 4 games. He has averaged 22 over the last 7, so it's been a nice run for him offensively.
Kevin Love and Chris Bosh had to downplay and sacrifice so much for a championship. But whenever the team lost, it was their fault. But when the team won, it was the greatness of LeBron. What the fuck, man? What is going on? Kyrie Irving was annoyed with all this toxicity, so he left for Boston. See this interview. I'm sure you will cringe hard seeing this.
What parental role has he played for you and your teammates, LeBron?
Oh, okay. So you... parental role. Honestly, I'm he's. I don't know how to really answer that question. He's been a great leader for us. I have one father. That's my dad, Frederick Irving. But for us, in terms of learning the nuances of the game and also how to win on the court and also how to carry ourselves off the court, I feel like he's been a great influence in that role.
What the fuck, bro? Kyrie is a grown man. Leave him alone. What do you mean by father figure? People hate Anthony Davis for a reason which isn't even his fault. That he gets injured a lot? This is just messed up, man. LeBron's agent Rich Paul is his good friend. He subtly controls the league with his agent. Rich Paul is an agent of big NBA players like John Wall and Anthony Davis. Nerlens Noel accused him that he prioritizes his big players, and Rich Paul didn't call him when he was getting big contract offers. If that's true, that's messed up. He made a man lose out on millions of dollars. The situation of Anthony Davis was so dirty. Rich Paul asked him to not play for the Pelicans until they found a trade. He indirectly helped LeBron by triggering the Anthony Davis trade and helped LeBron win a championship in 2020. Speaking of players leaving teams, LeBron James is notorious for leaving all his teams. He first left the Cleveland Cavaliers for Miami Heat. There wasn't anything wrong him leaving in my opinion because his team was trash and Cleveland wasn't doing much surrounding him with talent. The problem was how he did it. First, he made his friends from the 2003 draft sign shorter deals where they could be perfectly aligned for the 2010 off-season. That's some serious tampering going on. Then he displayed his decision on national TV on ESPN. He thinks that he is the main character. Then after joining the team, he did this.
But we also know you 3 kings came down here to win championships. Not 1, championships.
Not 2.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. Not 7.
This made the situation more out of hand. In 2011, he choked badly in the finals and he almost lost in 2012. But in Game 6, he had the best game of his life, which saved his career. Otherwise, his career would have been destroyed badly. After that, he joined back Cleveland and made them trade Wiggins for K-Love, which also worked out, but that too barely coming back 3-1 after Draymond received a ridiculous suspension by the league. He was living on the edge his whole career. Then he left for the Lakers for, I don't think, basketball reasons. He wanted to be in Hollywood. He wanted to make Space Jam, but you can't prove it, so I'm not gonna talk about that much. Okay, so disclaimer. I'm not saying that he did this stuff, and I'm not... This is just a theory and I don't think you should take this seriously. It's really sensitive talk. If you can't handle this sensitive information, I would like all of you to leave this video. Did LeBron take steroids? We can never know because the drug test is flawed. You can only get to know if a person took drugs within 24 hours or 48 hours. He was bulked up in Miami suddenly and then skinny again in Cleveland. There are a lot of details to this. If you want to know them, I would suggest you watching this video by AM Hoops. It's a very detailed and structured video about this. But my final takeaway from that was that we can never know what happened. It was really shady also that LeBron healed so quickly from his injury. Jimmy High Roller's video was also mysteriously deleted. What might be the reason? Heck, this video also might be unavailable if something happens to me. Was Jimmy silenced by someone? We will never know. At the end of the day, we should just enjoy LeBron's greatness and appreciate him while he's still there. He's my favorite player and I'm rooting for the Lakers to win a championship this season. Whatever LeBron does, we can't do anything about it. We don't have any power.